son. He proposed.
Blanche, wait a minute. He proposed. You've only known him a week.
And he wants an answer tonight.
Tonight? What are you going to tell him?
I don't know.
You know, boy, just a boy I knew from my village in Sicily that I was engaged to once.
What?
Well, what do you know? Sophia has a past.
That's right, but unlike yours, I didn't need penicillin to get through it.
Ma, you'll never tell me your pearls. Ma, I need you to stay off my back.
What? What'd I do?
I am going out with a new man tonight, and he is not Italian.
Oh, who is he, Dorothy?
Oh, his name is Glenn O'Brien.
Where'd you meet him?
His name is O'Brien, 2-1. She met him at a gin mill.
No, he's a teacher at the school where I...
Parents there.
Even if we got live doves?
Mother.
All right, honey, your wedding day should be the most beautiful day of your life. And if you want to invite your father, well, I'm willing to keep the peace.
Promise?
Promise. Then it's settled. Now call your father and...
Wilderness. Of course, it wasn't really the wilderness. He'd drive in circles for about 20 minutes and then end up in the woods just beyond the barn. It was years before all the kids caught on to Dad's trick.
What do you mean, just beyond the barn?
Here we are.
Marriage was over.
Dorothy, look, things happen.
Things happened. You're damn right things happened. 38 years happened. 38 years of sharing and crying and dreaming and fighting and loving and children and diapers.
What?
Okay, how do I look?
The outfit's nice. Now go put some makeup on.
Ma, I'm wearing makeup.
Make sure you eat by candlelight. Oh, Dorothy, you look lovely. You really do. Lovely isn't good enough. She's got a date with Jeffrey, the Commodore.
He's a Commodore in the Navy?
No, Ma, don't you remember? I told you, Stan and Chrissy got a divorce.
I thought you said Stan and Chrissy got a horse. I'm 80. You gotta enunciate. Don't get me wrong. Horse, divorce. I could care less. I just hate being left with egg on my face.
All right, Stan.
Wait, you say lovely to a date who's just shown up in a light blue tuxedo.
Well, I meant lovely no matter how it came out.
I guess maybe I just didn't think you'd recognize good taste. You know this house was done by Nancy Reagan's decorator.
Really?
Well, honey, for starters, you talk in your sleep.
And let's face it, you know Dick Cavett awake.
I do not talk in my sleep. Oh, yes, you do too. And you snore.
No, I don't. Dorothy snores.
Oh, that's right. Dorothy, I swear you snore worse than a sailor passed out at an adult motel after a night of unbridled...
Great American.
I woke you up, didn't I? And I better have a good reason. Well,
How is it possible to get pregnant in Sicily just by crossing the street? Cheap Chianti and narrow streets.
Have to stink. And if you stay and work at it and everything turns out, you'll have a place to visit when the things at home really get to stink.
I just can't, like, come here whenever.
You can just, like, come here whenever.
Well, I don't mind the garden, but it's like the vacuuming.
Until 9 months later, when the baby came, then I figured out that we had. You know, that was my only proof.
I waited till my wedding night.
No.
Yes.
And?
Haven't seen a crime like this in a garage since the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Ma, you did not see the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Oh, yeah, right. I was in the movies that day, all day.
Hi, ladies. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it?
No, Ernie, it looks exactly as it did last week.
You start again.
I don't know. I've just been under a lot of stress lately. My job, Ma, getting married.
You're growing older, you don't go out much, your chin is starting to droop.
You know, since I've already had the cigarette, why don't you just blindfold me and shoot me? Oh, no.
And it's finally happened. I cannot believe it. I have lost it, haven't I?
In more back seats than any woman I know.
Ma, you're not feeling any better, are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
But you look terrible.
Gee, I guess I won't be making it in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. I only breastfed you for the first 2 years of your life. You want to talk disgusting? That's disgusting.
All right, enough already.
Don't take it out on me because your date dumped you on Valentine's Day.
Edgar did not dump me. He and his lawyer were called out of town on urgent business.
Oh, please. The man sells bird baths for a living. What happened? A sparrow slipped into suing him?
Dorothy, what do you mean?
Ma's 82 years old. Edith was only 6 years older. You can guess what I'm thinking.
You're thinking your time with Sophia may be running short.
Wow, Blanche, that's amazing. Now guess what I'm thinking.
That's like living in Minnesota. The cold slows down the aging process. Oh, I would move there in a shot if only they had men there.
We have men in Minnesota.
Farmers, Rose, farmers.
I'm a joker because there was nothing special about him. He wasn't talented, he wasn't smart, he wasn't rich, he wasn't handsome, he wasn't good at anything.
If he also wore a bad toupee, she could be describing my Stanley.
Anyway, it made Tunder's wife miserable that her husband was best known for being...
Hit it, my magnificent little songbirds.
I don't wanna take it anymore. I'll just stay your life behind the door. Just no time to stop and get away.
I have him.
Shut up, Rose. Ma, I haven't seen you all morning. Where have you been?
I went to see my friend Lily.
Lillian at Shady Pines?
Oh, you remember Shady Pines. That retirement home you stuck me in that resembles Sing Sing. My mistake. Sing Sing has a movie night.
Sophia, how is Lillian?
This was a lovely afternoon. Oh, I'll say, I just love the legitimate theater. You know, I missed Mr. Lee J. Cobb in Death of a Salesman. I missed Mr. Marlon Brando in Streetcar Named Desire. Well, I was damned if I was gonna miss Mr. Dick Butkus and Pal Joey.
And there's a brand new water heater in the garage and wall-to-wall copper.
Please, don't close the door on the rest of our lives. I love you, Dorothy. Took me a while to realize I always have.
Hey, what are you two doing up?
Waiting for you.
We thought you might want to talk.
All the food's already on the table, Dorothy. We didn't want to waste precious time.
Thank you. So, what do you want to talk about? All right, I have not...
Blanche, what are you doing lining shelves on a Friday?
It was on Saturday night. We'd grab our dog Binky and we'd fly into the...
I hope you're not mad at me for keeping Ma out so late.
Of course not. Gloria tells me you're gonna go live with her.
That's right. I think it's best.
Well, isn't that kind of a fast decision?
Why, you think I'm making a mistake?
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, you know, not if you think it's best.
What do you think?
Well, I can understand why you'd want to live with her. I mean, she can...
St. Olaf has been using moose ever since I can remember. Of course, it's his own professional secret which part of the moose he uses. But it'll keep your hair in place in winds up to 130 miles an hour.
I just don't believe you, Rose.
They're called vacuum slacks. It's supposed to inhale all the fat from your body. Watch.
My husband passed away a few years ago.
Oh, I see.
What did you want George for?
I'm selling encyclopedias, and his name was at the top of my list of leads. I hope I haven't bothered you, and I'm truly sorry about your husband.
Oh, now that is really odd. I mean, if he's... I thought you lost it at a pancake breakfast.
Well, those don't count. I mean, they did at the time, but this is the definitive where I lost my virginity story.
It's really nice of you to share something so personal with us, Blanche. In a bayou. You slut. Why don't you just sleep on it, Rose? I know you'll make the right decision. The right decision. The right decision.
Come in.
There, puppet.
Dorothy, how's Sophia doing?
Oh, she's resting, but her hernia is painful.
Well, honey, put your mind at ease. The operation today is just a minor procedure. And by the way, you have nothing to be guilty about.
What? Well, I don't feel...
It's an hour.
Come on in, everybody.
Blanche, what is going on? I mean, that guy's a little young even for you.
What are you talking about? He's a mature young man with his own business. Now, who wants to help me pick out 5 magazines?
Blanche.
Please. I'm in no mood for... Dorothy, you know this is my funeral dress. I don't believe in wearing black, unless I'm a little bloated.
Did you happen to notice if my mother's all right?
Oh, she's fine right now. You know, last night she talked to me about the pain of losing a child. I am talking about your date, Rose. Who is this secret man you're seeing?
Oh, it's not a secret. His name's Ray. He's a friend of Miles.
You are dating a friend of Miles, you scallywag.
You skunkweed.
What's that mean?
I don't know. What is yours?
Part of all of us. Now, is there anything I can get you from the kitchen?
Just bread and water. Maybe I'll acquire a taste.
Twice as dangerous. Her jewelry was mute testimony that Charlie Chaplin wasn't the only tramp who hit it big in this town.
You do this on first dates, don't you, Dorothy?
Does this mean you'll go?
Of course we'll go.
Oh, sure.
Letter.
Good idea, Pussycat. I'm going to write one to Mario Lanza.
Oh, I would like you all to meet Stevie. I'm going to be coaching him. He's a professional baseball player.
Oh, you got Blanche's number from the wall in the dugout?
Yes, ma'am. And it sure was right.
Dad, who's calling me?
It's me. You know.
Oh, Sal, is that you? Could it possibly be you? Oh, Sal, please prove to me it's you.
You dirty rat. You killed my brother.
Oh, so now there are 3 tasks I must perform before tomorrow's moonrise, or you are doomed.
And the 3 tasks are?
Kiss a fool, help a holy man, reveal betrayal of a loved one.
Oh, come on, Ma. That's superstitious nonsense. You know, step...
Sorry. He said that tomorrow he wants to introduce me to his family. Now, if that is not the last step before a marriage proposal, I don't know what is.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Oh, girls, I'm so excited. Just imagine being Richard's wife. I would be married to a gorgeous, intelligent man. I'd be living like a... Richard.
Hmm?
You know I am very, very fond of you. But I think we have a problem.
A problem?
Let's look at it.
Well, when you first proposed to me, the thing that scared me the most was the idea of being a mother again.
Isn't it wonderful? What do you think? Looks like a bathroom.
A bathroom that works, and you were so sure that we couldn't do it ourselves. Watch, girls, come on. 1, 2, 3.
Like me. No wonder I can't concentrate. I need a break. I need a change of scenery. I need to hit Wally's bar for ladies' night. I'll see y'all later. Don't you girls wait up.
Hold it, Blanche. I don't think you should go anywhere till you finish your homework.
Oh, I'll just be gone a few hours.
We'll get right back here. Lesson, Rose. That's how you tell a story.
Blanche, here we've been running on about the concert, and you haven't even had a chance to tell your story. Go ahead.
Never mind. I don't feel like it anymore.
Honey, you miserable.
Oh, would you two knock it off? It's time for another world.
You can't watch Another World.
And why not?
Because you watched it yesterday.
That's exactly why I have to watch it today, Dorothy, to find out what happens. That's why they always say stay tuned for the continuing story of Another World.
Too bad, Black.
It's okay, I didn't want my salad anyway.
I'm sorry.
Sucrete?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm still sucking out of Smith Brothers.
Well, good evening.
I have to give back the $25?
Yes.
I don't think that's fair.
Then give me 10 and get out of here. Well, what are y'all looking at? All right, maybe I don't have a date. Maybe my date took one look at me and said he'd rather die.
I count my blessings every day because I have the kind of friends who stand by you through the bad and the good. When you're lucky enough to find that kind of friendship, I guess you just want to pass it on.
I go right to sleep. Huh, Dorothy?
During.
Girls, we can't drink plain milk.
Why not?
It's disgusting. If we're going to have milk, we need cookies.
Hell, if I'm gonna have cookies, I'm gonna have cheesecake. Is there cheesecake? Chocolate cheesecake.
You bought chocolate? We had such fun. You know, Barry is exactly as I remembered him.
Come on now. After 35 years, there must have been some surprises.
Well, a few. You know, his hair's a little thinner. He's put on a little weight.
But is he still your fantasy lover, or has the fantasy become a reality?
Well, not exactly. You see, Barry Glick.
Dorothy!
This isn't an ordinary hockey stick. Bobby Hull used this. This is a piece of history.
It's a piece of junk. And the price tag says $4.
$4.50.
I'll take it.
Okay, but listen, before you go, come into the house with me. I'll show you the kind of wood oil that I use.
What are you doing?
It's the evil eye. I just put a Sicilian curse on you. You're not going to have a moment's peace till you hold that tree away.
You got me shaking in my boots.
Oh, Ma, why'd you do that? You just made matters worse with that ridiculous curse.
Ridiculous. The curse works, believe me. I've used it before.
When?
Baltimore Colts, New York Jets, 1969. Draw your own conclusion.
Only once. But they shot him into a tree. After that, no other herring would do it. I've decided that last night was a bigger disappointment than losing Butter Queen. Do you want to know why?
No.
Meg, come in. It's remarkable to watch him make a veal and pepper hero.
Ma, you are trying to muscle in on a guy named Johnny No Thumbs? Are you crazy? He's probably connected with the mob.
Relax. If they were his friends, he'd still have his thumbs.
He's a very sweet man. Although the first time he waved hello, Sophia missed
Him away from being a potato.
Yeah, well, I gotta get up early tomorrow. I need to get to sleep, Dorothy.
Yeah, you're wearing your toupee to bed. That means one of two things. Either there's a woman in your bed or Suzanne Summers is on The Tonight Show.
Would you get to your point, Dorothy?
I didn't come here to see you. I came here to talk to her. Oh, well, whatever.
Ladies, you're forgetting something?
What?
Mrs. Claxton, we can't keep her.
on Sunday.
Rose, Gina's going to be with us for a week. Let's not have all the really big fun right away.
Hello there.
Blanche, this is my friend Jean.
Oh, I'm so glad to finally meet you, Jean.
You too, Blanche.
Dorothy has told us so much about you. I feel like we're bosom buddies.
Ma, not a word.
We're going to have so much fun. I know where to find the best restaurants, best nightclubs, the best men.
Blanche.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that insensitive of me? Maybe you're not ready for men yet.
You don't know the half of it.
But, Jean, why don't we put your suitcase in Ma's room? Ma's going to...
I was just trying to be hospitable, I swear. I sent the kids to the symphony to hear Mr. Henry Mancini's tribute to the Pink Panther. I didn't expect him to come back here and jump into bed. Besides, it's not the end of the world, you know. These things do happen. Why, the same thing happened to me when I was in my...
Americans, you measure everything by the almighty dollar.
Well, we're trying to learn the metric system. It's not that easy.
This place is like a sweatbox. Oh, great. The air conditioner's not working.
Well, who needs air conditioning? We have a fresh ocean breeze and a breathtaking view. Left it open on the kitchen table, and I was 20 pages in before I realized it wasn't a Sidney Sheldon novel.
Rose Nyland, I want you out of my house this instant. Oh, well, Rose Nyland, I'm never going to speak to you again as long as I live.
And since we have no water...
Hello. Sorry you didn't have an opportunity to experience our museum. I'd love for you to see my most prized acquisition, a magnificent pair of Gauguins.
What are you, a pervert? I was married for 45 years and never even saw my husband's Gauguins.
I think I pushed the wrong button.
Rose, don't worry about it. Somehow, this Christmas it fits.
Loading up our woodies with the boards inside, then heading out singing our song. Come on, baby.
I looked down. There was a midget. It turns out that his name was Pee Wee Bonbonzi. And he was fleeing from the mob. Well, for the next few days, we ate together, laughed together, and went for short walks in circles.
See, the same thing happened in my family once. My cousin Astrid...
All right. I'll tell you what happened. Picture it. New York City, Christmas, 1955. Francesca Ragusso's annual Christmas bash. Everyone is there, including the neighborhood heartthrob Salvatore DeMilo. All the women adore
Backstabber. Excuse us.
How much longer are you planning on staying in town, Biff?
Hard to tell.
Well, I'm going to keep my eye on you.
The sun was mighty hot today, wasn't it, Joe?
Possibility that Sophia might be right. Maybe Emily has been abandoned.
Yes, officer, that's correct. Yeah, and we've been trying to reach them all out.
This is Mama. Hi. Nothing's wrong. Do I have to have a reason to call you? Just thought I'd call and see how you're doing. Really? Well, that's great. You know, Janet, I was thinking maybe I could just sneak away for a few days and...
I wouldn't mind hearing it.
Rose, shut up. Now, everybody, stay where you are and go to sleep. I have to go to work early in the morning.
Oh, darn, I forgot something.
Go in your pajamas.
No, it's not that. I forgot to
Told me I was the only woman in your life.
You've insulted my sister's honor.
I don't know what to say.
I'll tell you what to say. Say ouch! Say that hurt! Say please stop hitting me! Say it again!
So the two of you just...
Oh my God, is that me? I look awful.
Oh, that's my fault, Blanche. I was out of focus.
You're always out of focus.
No, I look old. I look decrepit. I look ancient. I look all shriveled up and wrinkled like a prune.
It could be worse. She could look like Fess Parker.
Oh, turn that thing off right now, Rose. Turn that off.
Blanche, now.
Stopper. I hold up 2 lit sparklers with my hands, and I play, "Hey, look me over" with my feet.
While smoking a cigarette?
No.
Oh, darn, you were this close. Goodbye.
Oh, Dorothy, we're in trouble. We've auditioned a dozen musicians. The banquet is less than...
Last few weeks with Jake have been wonderful, but oh, there's some things about him I cannot get used to.
Really? Like what?
Well, it's a question of breeding. He uses his fingers instead of his knife to push his food. He tucks his napkin into his collar. He wears white after Labor Day.
Blanche, the man is a winner.
You didn't.
Well, I was teaching English lit at the time. Symbolism was my life.
I understand what you went through, Dorothy. I remember how I felt when I thought Charlie was cheating on me.
Charlie?
Where is this school?
Jenny, what happened?
He met a thin, blonde goddess.
Uh-huh.
One of those girls who has everything, you know, looks, money, brains, a body, and now my boyfriend.
Oh, honey, I've been in that position more than once.
You've been... I'm sorry, Alvin. Don't cry. That's okay. You cry all you want. Daisy.
No.
It was a nice couple of months. I'll miss him. Think he'll remember me?
I don't know.
I'll remember him. I finished the scarf, you know.
Oh, great. Listen, next time we go on rice...
Right, maybe she's a little lax in the housework.
She is more than a little lax. She's habitually late. She's broken quite a number of glasses, and she threw out People magazine before I had a chance to read it.
But, Dorothy, look at all the wonderful things that have happened since Marguerite started working here.
This isn't the Orange Bowl, is it?
Was a little embarrassing.
I'll say you were 48 years old.
Well, it's all behind me now. I'll tell you, I really feel very comfortable on planes.
Good, because you'll probably have to take a dinky little plane to the Bahamas. They flutter, they shimmy, they wobble. You got a lot of guts.
Oh, I'm fine. I just had a dream. We were all in Moscow. It was snowing and we were all wearing fake furs. I guess I'm just nervous about that press conference tomorrow. I've never had a press conference before. The idea of all those reporters coming to the house.
Revealed her identity under any circumstances.
Independent sources have already identified the woman as Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, please, what sources? Sorry, Blanche.
I don't believe this. He just...
People have looked right past me. You know, when I was growing up, the first day back at school every year, half the other kids always thought I was new in town. I had to bring in a yearbook to prove that they were wrong. But all the same, I always felt that deep inside me was a great man trying to get out. So I went into politics.
Cousin Rose?
Cousin Sven!
look at you. Boy, have you grown.
We've never met.
Admit it, you have grown.
Rose, could you introduce Blanche and me? Car with you again, ever.
I can't believe you're being such a wimp.
Ma, you went through the stop sign, you hit a mailbox, you almost ran over Mrs. Burlfine.
Please, the woman's already in a wheelchair. How much more damage could I do?
Only valuable thing. Pocket.
I can't.
1,200. My final offer.
No, this isn't for sale. I mean, there are some things that have no price. This means a lot to me. My husband gave it to me after 38 years of marriage.
And after 38 years of marriage, he also dumped you for a 23-year-old stewardess with firm thighs and perky breasts.
You got yourself a ring, muchacho. Oh, Stanley, this is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Rose, honey, come on, let's go down to Wally's and see if we can meet some men. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Hey, if you're taking Biscayne Boulevard, would you keep an eye out for my hair?
You're not telling us?
Oh, all right. You twisted my arm. Girls, Laszlo's asked me to pose for one of his sculptures.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Look here. He gave me the key to his building. Oh. I have my first session with him tomorrow morning.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he says he's always wanted to do a piece on the mature woman, and he thinks I'm just
Finally came to me. Why not take the best features of each lady to create one perfect lady? That is what you see. You know, it is not hard to understand why you are such good friends. You complement each other very well indeed.
Thank you, Laszlo.
Oh, one more thing.
You expect me to betray one of my dearest friends, not to mention my own mother, just so that we can win a few extra dollars?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, everyone. We're about to go on the air. Now let's divide up into teams. And remember to jump up.
Please. Oh, don't be mad, Ma.
Get bent. We're gonna cream you. Yeah. We're gonna maul you.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat you into the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a rose and $50 for your dumbest Kaplan brother.
Pregnant.
That's incorrect, but certainly not untrue. Rose.
Guy, is it better late than never?
Right you are, Rose.
I hope he's taking you to a cold climate.
Good night. Thanks, ladies. It was a pleasure.
Nice meeting you, Harry. Have fun.
The man is a scuzzball.
Ma, the four of us have lived together for a long time. Now, how can you just walk in here and announce that?
It won't go off. Great. Now it's going to be colder inside than it is outside.
I think you're right. There's an icicle forming on the nose of my bunny slippers. Oh. There, that's not so bad.
God, I wish I was dead.
Blanche, let's go get the hors d'oeuvre. Excuse us.
Oh, I have never been so embarrassed in my entire life. I made a fool of myself, didn't I?
Yes.
Well, I feel awful, just awful.
We're not meant to live together.
I hate to agree with you, but I think you're right.
I think so, too. In fact, I know so. This is exactly what happened during the Great Herring War.
The Great Herring War?
Yes, between...
Someone was supposed to pick me up an hour ago. I can't figure out what's taking them so long.
Ma, when are you going to stop? Now, look, you're not going anywhere, so why don't you just put down your suitcase and you and I'll go off and see a movie?
You go to a movie. In a few hours, I'll be basking on a beautiful white beach, trying to keep the sand out of my wrinkles. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, well, right. That clears it all up. See you later, then. He robbed the bank. Anybody hungry?
There's a gate. I pretty much got a hernia coming over the wall. Wait a minute, look, I've messed everything up. I'll just get out of your life.
What I can't believe is that you went through all this. Rocco, you always treat me like a queen.
Blanche's miracle beauty treatment is made already. Honey, you will be transformed into a totally new woman. Okay, you ready? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my God, I look horrible. Oh, Dorothy, it's you.
Things out.
But there's still time.
I think my time has passed, Rose. 22 years I've been Mr. Terrific. 22 years! I was doing weekend weather forecast when I turned an old blanket into a cape and created Mr. Terrific. Kolak the pup.
Oh, guess what? He says it's cold in Minnesota.
Get out of here.
Charlie, is it cold enough that if you put your tongue on something metal, it'll stick? Sure, I'll hold.
This might be the ideal time to leave for that Mother's Day brunch.
I remember the last Mother's Day I spent with my mama. I was back in Virginia. Mom had been ill for some time, and she was recovering in a convalescent home. It was a lovely place.
You stay right there. I want you to...
During World War II.
Did I do better than him?
No.
I'm a failure.
Rose, you are not. Now, come on. You are doing very well in every subject except history.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's all because of my high school history teacher, Mr. Stickelmeyer. He was a nasty...
The St. Olaf time.
Well, it's 7:15 here. You subtract an hour.
Forget it. Now, look, all this nonsense has to stop, Rose. What we saw was not a UFO.
Well, it wasn't a plane. Planes aren't that thin or that bright.
Neither is Oprah Winfrey, but that doesn't make her a flying...
Way to make some fast money for us. And all you have to do is lie on your back.
I'd say you're about 50 years too late on that one.
I'm talking about a lawsuit. If we can show that you're severely injured, we can sue the ball club and the ballpark for a lot of money.
I'm not severely injured.
What do you say, everybody? Shall we forgive her?
Ma, Stanley, I'd like you to meet some of the actors from the community theater. They'll be performing.
Rose is in big trouble, that's Dreyfus. It took 2 guys to pry him off the Steinberg's plastic flamingo.
Like it's really gonna happen.
Why shouldn't it happen? I know the pizza business like the back of my hand. I never noticed that before. What do you think it would cost to remove something like that?
Let's talk about it at home. Come on, it's getting late. Let's get going.
We have a few more hours of work here.
Oh, Ma, you're overdoing it.
We're fine.
Besides, we want our...
And after Ma got everybody out of the water, people started trying our food.
And before we knew it, there wasn't a pizza or a quiche left on the shelf.
The place is a hit.
Yep.
Sophia, I am very proud of you. Not only did you save the business, but you saved all those people from the shark.
Months, but I finally made it to Miami. Will you listen to me just running on? Tell you what, you tell me your sad story over breakfast. Good night.
I couldn't survive out there, but I'm learning to survive here. Which reminds me, hold on to that.
Inside information like this, we could make a real killing buying an original De Kimmel. Then we could sell the painting and pay for the roof and still have money to spare.
To buy whatever we want.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Now, hold on here. Oh, come on. Now, we're behaving like vultures, like beasts of prey.
With unbridled ecstasy.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
I better get going. I've caused enough trouble. Look, Eddie, can't we see each other occasionally just as friends? It won't work. It's like trying to eat one potato chip.
No, thank you.
Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Joe, I need a price check and some condoms. These three ladies here want a couple of boxes of the King George prophylactics.
Oh, hello. This is Dorothy Zbornak. I'd like to confirm my reservation on flight 505 to Orlando. Now, let's go over the arrangements I made to have...
They're doused in sorrow, because even though they seem far away, they could come true tomorrow. I wrote that, Blanche.
You know it isn't half bad. Well, it's better than a lot of them you read on greeting cards.
Oh, I have hundreds of them.
You know what I'm thinking, Rose?
That with your draw...
I can't let him.
Hey, I let you have the Donatello triplets. A deal is a deal.
Sophia, Alfonso will only embarrass himself.
Oh, please, if he was worried about being embarrassed, he wouldn't walk around with that much hair in his ears. Besides, he called his old vaudeville partner, and they perfected one of their old tricks. Road work while we talk.
Okay.
Immigration, Pepe, immigration. Nobody has to worry about anything. This is the chance of a lifetime. Even if Pepe loses next week's fight, he still gets $10,000.
How is that possible?
It's a guaranteed purse, and for our lousy 3...
Cuban. But hath not a Cuban eyes? Hath not a Cuban hands? Organs? Dimensions? Senses? Affections? Passions? Fed with the same food? Hurt with the same weapons?
That loss, Dorothy. You just picked up the pieces and went on. Just like you did after Stanley ran off with that stewardess. Boy, I envy you your gumption.
Yes, and I your breast implants.
This may not be my place, but you...
Credits you took, history.
Sophia, have you been out in the hot sun too long?
It's a possibility. Is there wax running out of my ears?
Boy, Trudy is beating the dickens out of Dorothy.
Oh, I just have to catch my breath.
I'll just leave you the brochure.
Can you believe that man? He actually thought he was going to help us.
Well, he did have one good idea.
What was that?
Cheesecake. You know, Dorothy, to this day, I cannot understand what you ever saw.
Oh, girls, we can't do this. Now, remember the party. It's 2 weeks from Saturday.
No, it isn't. This year, Phyllis moved it to Sunday.
Then we have an extra day. We can worry about our bodies tomorrow.
I'll get the plates.
I'll get the fork.
I'll get the hot fudge.
I'll get the...
Can't you find a better place to clip your toenails?
Don't call me Ma. Call me Sophia like my other friends.
Look, Ma, I am very upset, so please stop teasing me.
Dorothy, I've never told this to anyone before. But the day I left the hospital with you, I had a gnawing feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Stanley, if you're doing what I think you're doing, you're in big trouble.
I was just remembering the first time you ever kicked me out of bed and I had to sleep on the floor.
Emil Zundt's hidden honeymoon hideaway in the Poconos.
What I can't understand is how in the world she managed to wait 15 years.
How long did you wait after George died?
Till the paramedics came.
What about you, Dorothy?
Good luck, Dorothy. I hope he finds something wrong with you. Oh, I don't mean something wrong. I just mean something wrong so that you know you're right when you know there's something wrong, and you haven't been wrong all along.
My God, I can't even understand people when they speak in them. And we hire a band to play fish songs in pirate suits with muscles bulging.
Your mouth is... We may not agree with the fishermen, but we want this demonstration to be peaceful. In the tradition of... You know, the short, bald Indian fellow with the glasses and the diapers. You know, the one who didn't eat and won an Oscar.
Listen, Rose, I was wondering, if you're not busy Saturday afternoon, the university is playing Shostakovich.
Oh, I'd love to go. And I'll bet we beat them.
Rose, honey, it's not a team, it's a composer.
That was better than I thought it would be. Now I can't wait to get down.
Hi. Can I get you ladies drinks?
I'll have a Manhattan, and I'm watching, so don't slip me any of the cheap stuff.
I'll have another Harvey Wallbanger.
Seen quite a bit of Mr. Wallbanger tonight.
I'm celebrating because...
Boom, 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 Mr. Simon, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover, and tell him that his lonesome nights are over.
Because Mother's dead, you two could never stand the sight of each other.
I had forgotten how much you look like George, how much you sound like him.
I can't help it. I'm his brother. Aren't you going to introduce me?
Too. Oh, where are my manners? Oh, Jamie, these are my friends Dorothy and Rudolph.
How was your lunch with Jamie?
It was magical. We talked for hours all about George. How George loved me, how George could never take his eyes off me, how George used to have to save his money so he could buy presents good enough for me. Oh, it felt so good talking about George. Almost.
Quick, give me a hand with the TV.
I cannot believe that Merrill is a dangerous criminal. I mean, you've read his letters. They're beautiful. They're poetic. They're almost lyrical. You can be sure he's a real gentleman.
I want Blanche.
Oh, girls, you're just in time. Where's Blanche?
Oh, she said to save her a seat. She saw a man smiling at her out in the hall.
I'll get it. Hello? Well, you are aware that it's a 2-seater. It's not much of a family car. Oh? How long have you and your wife been practically separated?
Now, look, Ma, we have to talk about the money.
Don't worry, pussycat. Your sister and brother don't have to know anything about this.
Ma, I want you to promise that you'll send this money back to the government.
They're not good with money. They can't handle it. They spent $400 for a toilet seat.
I didn't think you noticed. You hardly said a word all evening. Where are the other girls?
Oh, they all went out to a movie. Simon, that's why I wanted to come back here. I wanted us to be alone.
Ooh, baby.
Here. I don't really know how to say this.
It's just as well. I always think by the time they get to number 5, those sequels get pretty predictable.
Goodbye, Rose.
I can't believe you told him that.
But it's true. Did you doubt for a minute Rocky was going to beat that Russian? I'm thinking of going to Europe with him.
Rose, quite frankly, I don't get it. What is this hold that Buzz has over you?
Oh, I know exactly what she's going through, Dorothy. First love can be very powerful. I felt the same way about Haywood Boyle, the star pitcher on our high school baseball team. Oh, an amazing athlete.
Ma, are you happy here?
Sure.
I live in a palace. I got a maid. It's a dream come true.
Look, Ma, I want you to come home. I miss you. We all miss you. Ma, we're your family and you belong with us.
Last night in kitchen about going to St. Gustav's, learning to come in out of the rain.
My very favorite doll.
Dorothy, let it go. Anyway, that trip changed her life, and now I must have courage to change mine. I'm going back with what I learned.
Pay dirt. Well, are you going to do it?
I haven't had time to make up my mind.
Honey, don't dawdle. Now, men have a very short memory span when it comes to that question. Sometimes they forget before you can get your clothes back on.
Dorothy, Glenn is...
Look out for you.
Oh, I just hope the band doesn't play the St. Olaf Wedding March.
I think the chances of their playing that are pretty slim.
Well, I don't know. It got awfully popular after Laurel and Hardy started using it as their theme song.
We're gonna have to keep an eye on her.
Dorothy had a wonderful day. And thanks to Dorothy's expert tips, I made enough money to buy more art supplies.
Dorothy, I want to see you in the kitchen.
I'm sorry, Ma. I'm a little busy.
Fine. I'll eat a bowl of chili and we'll talk later in your bedroom.
Coming, Mother. Lunch. Honey, what's wrong? You're shaking.
I have been humiliated and degraded.
Many times. You just figured it out now?
The evening started off wonderfully. Donald took me to a beautiful restaurant. He ordered everything in French, which totally confused our waiter, Chip.
I can't believe I'm going to meet the President of the United States. Oh, if I say something stupid, I'll die.
Can we make a donation in lieu of flowers?
Dorothy, you're not still planning on saying all those things to the President, are you?
Oh, absolutely. When he comes through that door, I am ready for him. Read my lips.
Dorothy? Dorothy?
Becky, what's the matter? Something wrong?
Well, I was just wondering what being in labor feels like.
How do you feel right now?
If I had any military secrets, I'd talk.
Oh, doctor, thank God you're here.
I'm not the doctor. I sell hats.
Mr. Ninnervini?
Rose, who is this man?
He's my ice skating... Oh, my God, I must have called the wrong coach.
Oh,
Because you fed me once and I hung around? Because you used to put me out at night?
Because I love pussycats and I love you. Thanks. All right, I'm going. Here, Dorothy, you throw this out. I'll push a car around the front.
All right, let's see. Who's next? Number 43?
I have grandchildren?
Yes. And I'll bet they'd love to know you.
Oh, my. So would I.
Rose, have you seen my mother?
Oh, Dad, these are my roommates, Dorothy and Blanche.
Very pleased to meet you.
Rose has told me all about you two. I know it's a little late for me to start acting like a father, but do you see...
Don't let your ego get involved.
My ego is not involved. Look, I'm nobody special, Ma. I'm just an average citizen. I saw another citizen and I reached out. A man changed his life and I'm just somebody who helped him do it. Me, Dorothy Zbornak, miracle worker.
My God! What are you kids doing down there?
Me meets a man of science. He gives me classified documents. I give him, well, a peek at the hinterland. It's an epic love till it falls to shambles in utter deception.
He wasn't a man of science.
He wasn't a man.
My baby is gone. Oh, Sophia.
Now, right now.
Look, Ma, it's important to be accurate. Now look at the box.
Hey, Pussycat, it says here from ages 8 to 80. I'm out. I'm out.
Come on, Ma.
Hi, Dorothy. Sophia?
You kids have fun tonight?
Oh, did we ever? There's this
On that, I'll just take my laundry and go home.
Come on. It's not too late to go out. I mean, you kept me waiting for hours.
No, I'm sorry, baby. I'm tired.
But I'm all dressed up and I'm wearing your favorite perfume.
Hey, I said it was too late to go out. I guess you think I come over here to get nagged?
And to get your laundry. Don't. Oh, that's impossible. Clayton brothers can't marry sisters. Oh, that's right. You're from the South.
Bill said, I want a cappuccino. Well, the only place I know to get a really good cappuccino is Hialeah.
Sophia, this is the final warning. I don't want anything like this happening again.
Mr. Porter, you hired me to do a job, and I'm going to do it my way.
Okay, that's it. Charade's over.
What's he talking about?
Sophia, you're not the activities director.
Rose, it's me.
Miles? I beg your pardon. I'm sure Blanche will be out any minute.
No, Rose.
Well, we set the play in a barnyard. Luckily, the symphony was out of town at the time.
Can I take it then that you will play Henny Penny?
I'm your chicken.
Great, I'll set the oven for 425.
That is the most insensitive thing I have ever heard.
P.S. Sorry I missed your birthday. Happy 68th.
It doesn't say that.
I know, I made that part up.
Ma, why are you always trying to aggravate everyone?
To relax.
For and why is best left unsaid, but I have a hunch, and it's appalling that, like it or not, the sky is falling.
Henny decided to take action.
I should go and warn the king.
And off she went. Rose, we have to talk.
Forget it, Sophia. I'm not talking to you. What you did is the worst thing you've ever done to me.
Oh, come on. Worse than the time I buried...
Let me guess, New Jersey?
Rose, I can't pretend, even on New Year's Eve. The truth is, I recently lost my beloved wife. She's gone. And it's on nights like this.
Hour's worth. It's supposed to take an hour?
And what happens to your dream? You were going to be the first Petrillo to go to college. You were going to be a teacher.
I'm still going to be a teacher, Ma. This won't change that. Now, when you say an hour, does that include everything?
Oh, God, Dorothy, we got to get you married.
Stan.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm okay. But that antique chest of Dorothy's, she's not going to like what you let me do to it.
You just listen to what I'm telling you. You live under my roof, you live under my rules.
I'll live under this.
You mean no coupons, Blanche?
No coupons, Rose.
Chefs who don't wear pirate hats?
Well, I don't think so.
And he'll pay for everything? I don't have to leave the tip?
That's right.
I'm gonna cheat on Miles. I'm gonna cheat.
Finally arrives. I bend down to kiss his ring. Just then, security comes and whisks him away. He leaves the ring behind as a memento.
Ma, you stole the Pope's ring?
It slipped off. You know, for God's representative on earth, he sure has sweaty palms.
It'll last me another 40 years.
It was the haystack.
What?
Our first kiss. It was at night, and the air was crisp, but you were wearing a blue and white striped shirt. And we were in a haystack.
Yes, that's it.
But you said you couldn't remember.
Well, I guess I just needed a little help.
And for the life of me, I can't imagine why so many people have abandoned it.
Boy, neither can I.
But if you just want to be friends.
No. I mean, can we try again? Maybe start over?
I think I'd like that. Well,
Out there.
Is this what impressed you?
Believe me, Dorothy, she's very bright.
Really?
I'm telling you, we were the only two in the bar who got the jokes on the cocktail napkins. Dorothy, I want you to meet our attorney, Tracy. Tracy, this is Dorothy.
Heidi-ho.
You sing, don't you?
A little.
Great. How about some Irving Berlin? Blue skies, always.
Maybe some other time.
What'll I do?
D flat is good for me. What'll I do?
Orb. You know, it's hard to believe it's been hanging there for millions of years, long before man even came to be. Controls the tides, affects the weather. Without the moon, the Earth would be a barren, stagnant, uninhabitable planet, Rose. It gives life.
You are destroying the family. You are destroying the family, and I'm going to be all alone.
I'll make her a cup of tea and calm her down.
I'd better go talk to her.
Dorothy, wait.
No, this has gone too far.
I realize that. You just can't flat out tell her. If she realizes this was a joke, you know, Blanche, do more harm than good.
I can't believe it. This is for me. They're standing for me. My good friends. Oh, God. I wonder what they're thinking.
My baby's getting married. This is too much.